You've reverted to type, Edward, because you just can't help yourself. But I'm telling you now, you will not poach my son.
It's finally happened, Spencer. You've snapped.
I knew you were up to something when you offered Maya and Ethan $1 million to stay together, but I couldn't figure out what it was. And then it hit me. You want Ethan under your thumb. You've got plans for him. Partially to get back at me.
If there's one thing you don't lack, it's ego. And making you suffer may be Tracy's mission in life, but I have far more important things to do.
You have no fondness for Ethan. You've called him a thief, a freeloader, and worse.
Does that sound familiar?
Exactly. You treat him with the same contempt you treat me, so it makes no sense that you're going to pay him to stay with Maya. What's the angle? You may as well tell me, because I'm on to you, Edward.
Fine. Mary May. I've spent too much of my life living with regret for what my love for Mary May did to her family and to mine. I made mistakes, Luke. Not just with that lovely woman, but with our son Bradley, and with his son Justice.
So you figured that you would ruin 2 more lives just so you can keep this winning streak going?
Maya is my chance for redemption, and if you'd look closely, you'd see that she loves him. Although her choice of husband is questionable in my mind, but I'll put my doubts aside in favor of Maya's ultimate happiness.
Really? Since when? I was crazy about Mary May, too. I have no doubt that her soulful memory could influence even a shriveled heart like yours, but I know you, Edward. You got an ulterior motive wrapped around all your other ulterior motives.
Look, it's the happy couple.
What's the emergency? We were kind of in the middle of something important.
Yeah, we were in it together, so to speak.
Well, I don't know who called you here, but it certainly wasn't me. But I must say it's very gratifying to see you two together. Huh?
You're paying us to stay together.
Yeah, and beware. There's an angle here. I haven't figured out exactly what it is, but whatever this game is he's playing with you two, it's going to cost me something.
This from the man who is marrying my daughter for her bank account.
Oh, good, you're here. And guess what? Nobody leaves till the bride says so. Okay, I want to finalize the wedding party and the guest list.
Or we could just elope. There's a beachhead on Normandy with our name on it.
Okay, there's no reason for me to
Lucky is going to be the best man. Lulu is going to be the maid of honor. Ethan, you're a groomsman.
Oh, I am.
Uh-huh. And Maya, you're going to be a bridesmaid.
Oh, since when?
Since the two of you saved me from another drunken debacle in Las Vegas.
Hey, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
Run, sweetheart, run while you still have time.
Lulu, I'm so glad you're here. There's a million things to do, and I could really use your help.
Hey, you've got plenty of help right here. I'm happy to do anything you want, sweetheart.
Yeah, and I've been drafted as a groomsman now, so can I go? Because we have some unfinished business here.
No. I have something very important to say.
Thank you, Daddy.
Not about you, Tracy. It's about these newlyweds. I'm paying a small fortune for you two to stay married.
And you're getting what you paid for.
That's right. We didn't get our marriage annulled.
But enough of this living in separate residences. You must pool your resources and present yourselves as Mr. and Mrs. Lovett.
You're saying you want me to live with him?
You know, I'd be willing to make that sacrifice with a few stipulations.
Well, either you live together as a married couple or you don't get a cent.
Could we get back to my wedding, please? Anybody lets me down? There is no wedding, and Luke will know who to blame.
It's going to be my fault? I have all the responsibility? Anybody lets you down, the wedding's off, it's my fault? If the cheese balls are stale, it's my fault?
Dad, Tracy's a bride. So maybe you should start treating her that way. So So can we all just suck it up and be supportive for Tracy's sake?
Thank you, Lulu. You give new meaning to maid of honor.
Yeah, I'll do whatever you want, Tracy. And if I move in with Maya, then I'll be more accessible for my groomsman duties.
Okay, wait a minute. We need to talk about this.
Luke? You have not lived up to your end of our deal.
Check your carrots, baby. That is some bling button you're sporting.
Well, actually, I was referring to, the prenup.
Oh, that. Oh, yeah. Well, I'll get to that. I just haven't had an opportunity to have my lawyers look it over yet.
You don't have lawyers. I'm gonna check the flowers.
Either you cohabitate or the deal is off.
Okay, fine. But I'm just gonna need some time to make arrangements.
What kind of arrangements? I'm giving you the whole East Wing, for God's sake.
The East Wing.
Haven't I always told you, Lulu, this family togetherness thing is just a fantasy? It's a fantasy perpetrated by greedy corporations to peddle their dreams and delusions.
Dad, I think I want to have a talk with you.
Okay.
All right, what are you up to, Dad?
In what regard?
Well, I just have this feeling that you're gonna scam Tracy before you marry her.
No. Put that out of your mind. It's not going to happen. I love that woman.
Okay, well, she's left herself very vulnerable to marry you, and she trusts you.
Yes, I know. Sweetheart, what's going on here? Are you sure all this concern is for Tracy's feelings?
Why are you so determined to hate him?
I don't hate him. I really don't. I just, I'm not fond of his career choice.
It has to be more than that.
All right, look. Dante's a lot like me. He's hooked on adrenaline. He wants to live on the edge because if he doesn't feel alive.
So what? I don't have a problem with that.
All right, but you have to realize adrenaline is like a drug. It's addictive, and it takes more and more as time goes by to feed that addiction. Now look, his grandfather, Mike, right? He's addicted to gambling. His dad, Sonny, is addicted to power.
You're addicted to freedom and taking whatever you want.
Yes, I am, and I've made peace with that, and so is Tracy. My question is, what are you going to have to make peace with? Dante is a cop. A cop has an opportunity every day of his working life to be killed. Don't want that to happen, but there it is. And he's addicted to the rush, and the rush makes you take chances, and I'm just asking, are you ready to make peace with that?